Good morning, students, and I welcome you in today's history class, chapter 2, the Industrial Revolution and the Rise of Imperialism. As we have studied and know about what is Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution means maximum use of machines for the production in the factories. Domestic system of production replaced into factory system of production. Small scale of production replaced into large scale of production. That is known as a industrial revolution. It had started in Europe, in England country at first. So today we will study and know more about the rise of imperialism. When the factory had been started, raw materials required. So they had started to find out the raw material for their factories. So what is imperialism? Imperialism means rule over by a powerful country or a strong country on the weaker countries, and they had maximum use raw materials of the colonies, and the finished products they supplied and sold into the colonies countries. So let's study, go through your lesson so that you can understand better way. Imperialism is a policy of extending a country's power and influence to other countries through the use of military force. Colonization or other means. It generally refers to the policy of takeover and domination of the political, economic and cultural life of a weak overseas nation by a powerful nation. Imperialism implies colonialism, which is the method or practice by which a powerful country acquires control over another country, either partly or wholly. In the 18th and 19th century, the power, position and prestige of imperial European nations depended on the extent and value of their overseas possessions, means colonies. The Industrial Revolution is part of a mad scramble for colonies in Asia and Africa. Means in European countries there were competition. Competition means प्रतियोगिता. प्राय सभी देशों में, यूरोपियन देशों में फैक्ट्री लग चुकी थी. उनके रॉ मटेरियल्स कम थे, अपने ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स को आगे बढ़ाना चाहते थे. सो दे हैड मूव्ड फ्रॉम one their country to another country, and they have discovered and they have done a trade or commerce from Asian and African countries, and they have made these all countries as a colony. Let's go ahead. Industrial development dependent on raw materials and ready markets. Colonies could be exploited to serve as first significant for the imperial countries. Constant and steady sources of raw materials for industrial production means the powerful countries, European countries, from the colonies countries, they have got the maximum number of raw material for their factories. Second, exclusive captive markets for their finished products. And another benefit they have got the market towards the colonies countries, because there were population and the poor countries, so they are from the factories the finished products were that they have taken to that country, and then they sold of that. From there also they have got a maximum benefit. Third, they have got the profit, these colonies could not also be used as the field for investment of surplus British capitals. Means through the trade and commerce, they had huge that profit they have gained, and they had a huge surplus capital. Capital means not understand that any states or countries center, but capital means here the money पूंजी, उनके पास जितना भी ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स से पैसा आया, उस पैसा को वे लोग फैक्ट्री में यूटिलाइज किए, इन्वेस्ट किए. इन्वेस्ट मीन्स खर्चा किए ताकि वे लोग मैक्सिमम मनी कमा सकते थे. By the end of the 19th century, the imperialist nations of Europe had colonized almost the whole of Asia and Africa. The scramble for colonies led to intense rivalry, fierce competitions, and numerous wars among the imperial powers. These conflicts eventually precipitated international tensions and crises that became one of the major causes for the outbreak of the First World War in 1914. Means almost the European countries, they wanted to make a colony to the continent of Asia and Africa. So between them, among the Europeans, there were a competition. Through these competitions only that took place the First World War in 1914. In the 19th century, the British had started an aggressive policies of conquering territories in India. This need to acquire and expand territorial possessions in India was fueled by the desperate needs to sustain rapid industrial growth in Britain. By the middle of the 19th century, the British had conquered almost the whole of India. India became the jewel in the British crown, and British was transformed into an international economic giant. Means in India, almost European countries had made a colony and they had a good trade, but among them British became a superior. Almost that after 1757, the war of Plassey, they have defeated to the Nawab of Bengal, Sirajuddaula, and then they have got a authority into the India, and gradually they had completely conquered to the India, and they made a colony, and they got a massive and huge raw materials from India to their industries. Thus, the Industrial Revolution set in motion the multiple forces of imperialism in the modern world. In the race for supremacy, Britain surged ahead and emerged as the clear winner and creator of the largest and most powerful empire in the world, in an empire on which the sun never set. In India, the British Empire would unleash potent forces of change in political dynamics, economic equations, and cultural influences. Enslave a great nation with a glorious legacy and reduce it to a colonial economy for almost 200 years. As we know, the Britishers had ruled in India around 200 years, and between that time, during this time, they have completely exploited the Indian economy. They have exploited the economic resources. Thank you so much.